Hey there, awesome viewers. I'm so excited you're here for this super cool story. Before we start, I've got a fun question for you. Have you ever felt like people thought you couldn't do something big, but you knew you could? Maybe someone said you weren't strong or smart enough, but deep down you had a secret talent. Tell me about it in the comments below. Oh, and let me know where you're watching from today. Like, are you at home, school, or maybe on a bus? Also, if you love stories that make you go, wow, and keep you stuck to your screen, hit that subscribe button right now. That way you won't miss any of the awesome stuff we've got coming up. Okay, let's jump into this story. It's gonna be wild, so get ready. Close your eyes for a second and picture a high school. Not a huge one, just a regular-sized school called Riverside High. It's in the middle of a busy little town where cars zoom by and shops line the streets. Inside the school, it's loud, like really loud. Kids are everywhere talking and laughing. Their sneakers make squeaky noises on the shiny floors, like little mouse squeaks. Lockers bang shut with a clang as kids grab their books or stuff their backpacks. The hallways smell like pencils, paper, and maybe a tiny bit of cafeteria pizza. It's just a normal day at Riverside High, or at least that's what everybody thinks. Now let me introduce you to someone special. Her name is Mia Carter, and she's the new girl at school. Mia's not like the loud kids shouting in the halls or the ones showing off fancy clothes. She's super quiet, like a mouse tiptoeing around. Her hair is dark and tied back in a plain ponytail that swings when she walks. She wears a faded hoodie that's a little too big for her and jeans that look comfy but not new. To most kids, Mia's just there, like a shadow nobody notices. Some kids don't even see her at all. She's practically invisible. But to a few others, the mean ones, she's someone to pick on. They look at her and think, oh, she's an easy target. But here's the thing, nobody knows the real Mia. Not one single person. Not yet. Mia walks through the crowded hallways with her head down. Her backpack is slung over one shoulder and she holds it tight like it's her only friend. The halls are packed with kids pushing and shoving to get to class. Some are yelling to their friends, others are texting on their phones, and a few are racing to beat the bell. Mia weaves through them, careful not to bump anyone. She's good at staying out of the way, like she's practiced it a million times. But even though she's quiet, there's something about her that makes you want to keep watching. It's hard to explain, but it's there. Maybe it's the way her eyes flicker when she looks around, like she's seeing everything all at once. Or maybe it's how she moves, smooth and steady, like she's ready for anything. It's almost like she's hiding something, a secret, a big one. What could it be? Don't go anywhere, because this story about to get super exciting. Let's zoom in on Mia's first morning at Riverside High. She's standing outside the school looking up at the big brick building. It's got tall windows and a flag flapping in the wind. The air smells like fresh grass and a little bit of bus exhaust. Mia takes a deep breath, like she's trying to soak up some courage. Her hands are stuffed in her hoodie pockets and her backpack looks heavy, stuffed with books and who knows what else. She's nervous, but she doesn't show it much. Just a tiny twitch of her mouth, like she's telling herself, "You got this, Mia." Inside, the school feels like a maze. The hallways twist and turn and every corner looks the same. Mia's got a crumpled map in her hand, one the office lady gave her. It's supposed to help her find her classes, but it's confusing. Arrows point everywhere and tiny numbers mark the rooms. She squints at it, trying to figure out where to go. A group of girls walks by, giggling about something. They don't even glance at Mia. A boy on a skateboard zooms past, almost knocking her map out of her hand. "Watch it," he yells, but Mia just steps aside, calm as can be. She's used to fading into the background, but that spark in her eyes, it's still there like a little fire waiting to grow. Mia's first class is math, and she finds the room just as the bell rings. The teacher, Mrs. Harper, is nice but super busy scribbling numbers on the board. "Find a seat, dear," she says without looking up. Mia picks a desk in the back near the window. She slides into the chair and sets her backpack on the floor. The other kids are chatting, tossing paper airplanes or doodling in their notebooks. Nobody says hi to Mia. Nobody asks her name. She's okay with that, at least that's what her face says. But deep down, maybe she wishes someone would notice her. Not the mean kind of notice, but the friendly kind. Across the room, there's a girl named Kaylee. Oh boy, Kaylee's trouble. She's tall, with shiny blonde hair and a loud laugh that makes everyone turn. Kaylee's the kind of kid who runs the show. She's got a group of friends who follow her everywhere, like ducklings trailing their mom. They wear matching bracelets and whisper secrets, always looking like they're up to something. Kaylee's eyes land on Mia and her smile turns sharp, like a cat spotting a mouse. "Who's that?" she says, loud enough for half the class to hear. Her friends giggle and Mia's shoulders tense. She doesn't look up, just keeps staring at her math book, but Kaylee's not done. "New girl looks like she shops at the Lost and Found," she says, and her friends laugh even harder. Mia hears every word. Her pencil stops moving for a second, but then she starts writing again like nothing happened. She's good at that, acting like stuff doesn't bother her. But if you look close, you'll see her jaw tighten just a tiny bit. It's like she's locking something inside, something strong. What is it? Why doesn't she say anything back? You're gonna want to keep watching because Mia's got a surprise up her sleeve and it's a big one. Let's follow Mia to her next class, science. The science room smells like chemicals and old books. There are posters of planets and skeletons on the walls and long tables with stools instead of desks. Mia picks a spot near the door where she can slip out fast if she needs to. The teacher, Mr. Gomez, is loud and funny, waving his arms as he talks about volcanoes. Mia listens, her notebook open, but she's also watching the other kids. She notices everything, how they act, who they talk to, who's nice and who's not. It's like she's studying the school, figuring out how it works. Kaylee's in this class too, sitting with her crew. They're passing notes and whispering, ignoring Mr. Gomez. Every now and then Kaylee glances at Mia and smirks. Mia sees it, but she doesn't react. She just keeps taking notes, her handwriting neat and small. But there's that spark again in her eyes. It's like she's thinking, "Go ahead, laugh, you'll see." See what? What's Mia hiding? It's something awesome, I promise. Stick with me and you'll find out soon. By lunchtime, Mia's starting to get the hang of Riverside High. She knows where the cafeteria is at least. It's a huge room with long tables and a line for food that smells like fries and mystery meat. Mia grabs a tray and picks a sandwich, an apple, and a carton of milk. She looks around for a place to sit. The tables are packed, kids laughing, shouting, trading chips. There's no empty spot, not really. Mia hesitates, then picks a table in the corner, far from the noise. She sits alone, her backpack next to her like a shield. Most kids don't notice her, but Kaylee does. She's across the cafeteria, holding court with her friends. They're eating fancy lunches from home with cookies and soda. Kaylee points at Mia and says something that makes her crew laugh. Mia doesn't hear it, but she feels their eyes. She takes a bite of her sandwich and pretends it doesn't matter. But it does, doesn't it? Being new is hard. Being ignored or worse, laughed at is even harder. Mia's tough though, she's been through stuff before. Maybe that's why she's so calm. Or maybe it's because she knows something nobody else does. Let's talk about that secret for a second. I won't spill it yet, oh no, that ruined the fun. But here's a hint, Mia's not as ordinary as she looks. There's a reason she moves so smoothly, like she's dancing even when she's just walking. There's a reason her eyes are so sharp, like she's ready for anything. She's got something hidden, something that makes her different. Not different in a bad way, different in an amazing way. What do you think it is? Maybe she's a secret spy, or a superhero in disguise. Or something totally unexpected. Any guesses? Drop 'em in the comments and let's see who gets close. Back to Mia. The lunch bell rings and she heads to her next class, English. The teacher, Ms. Lee, is soft-spoken but strict. She's passing out books and Mia gets one with a worn cover. It's a story about heroes, which makes Mia's lips twitch almost like a smile. She likes stories like that. Maybe because she's got a story of her own, one nobody at Riverside High knows yet. Ms. Lee starts reading aloud and Mia listens, but she's also watching the clock. School's almost over for the day. She's made it through her first morning, but it hasn't been easy. When the final bell rings, the halls explode with noise again. Kids rush out, ready to go home or hang out with friends. Mia's slower. She packs her books carefully, slings her backpack over her shoulder, and heads for the door. Outside, the sun's bright and the air feels fresh after the stuffy classrooms. Mia starts walking, her sneakers quiet on the sidewalk. She's not going home though. She's going somewhere else, somewhere important. Where? Oh, you'll find out soon. It's all part of her secret, and it's gonna blow your mind. As Mia walks, she thinks about her day. She thinks about Kaylee's mean words and the kids who laughed. She thinks about the ones who didn't, like the boy in science who dropped his pencil and smiled when Mia picked it up for him. She thinks about how nobody knows her yet, not really. But they will. Soon they'll see who Mia Carter really is, and when they do, it's gonna change everything. So what's next for Mia? Will she keep being quiet, or will she show the school what she's made of? Will Kaylee keep being mean, or will something stop her? And what's that secret Mia's hiding? It's big, it's cool, and it's coming up in this story. Don't go anywhere, because things are about to get super exciting. Keep watching, keep guessing, and let me know in the comments what you think Mia's gonna do next. This is just the start, and trust me, you won't believe what happens. Mia's first day at Riverside High is tough. Really tough. She's the new girl, and that's never easy. The school is big and loud, with kids rushing through the halls like a river full of fish. Mia wants to blend in, to be invisible, but some people notice her right away. Not in a nice way, though. Nope, they notice her because she's different, she's quiet, she wears plain clothes, and she doesn't have any friends yet. That makes her a target for the popular kids, and the leader of those kids, her name's Kaylee. Kaylee is like the queen of the school. She's tall, with long blonde hair that shines like gold. She's loud, always laughing or talking so everyone can hear. Her voice carries across the hallways and kids turn to listen. She's got a group of friends who follow her everywhere, like bees buzzing around their queen. They call them her crew. They wear sparkly bracelets and cool sneakers, and they always look like they're up to something. When Kaylee walks by, people move out of her way. She's the boss, and she knows it. On Mia's first day, Kaylee spots her in the hallway. Mia's just trying to get to class, holding her backpack tight. Her dark hair is tied back in a ponytail, and she's wearing a faded hoodie and jeans. Nothing fancy, nothing loud, but Kaylee's eyes lock onto her like a hawk spotting a mouse. Kaylee tosses her hair and leans toward her friends, but she doesn't whisper quietly. Oh no, she makes sure Mia can hear every word. "Hey, who's that girl?" Kaylee says, her voice sharp and mean. She looks like she got lost on her way to the thrift store. Her friends burst out laughing, covering their mouths like it's the funniest thing ever. Mia's walking just a few steps away and her cheeks turn pink. She feels the sting of those words like a slap. Kids in the hall turn to look, some giggling, some whispering. Mia's heart beats faster, but she doesn't stop. She keeps walking, her sneakers soft and quiet on the shiny floor. She doesn't look at Kaylee or her crew. She doesn't say a single word, but inside, something's waking up. It's not anger, not yet. It's something stronger, something Mia's holding back. She's not weak, even if Kaylee thinks she is. Mia, just waiting for what? You'll find out soon. The hallway moment isn't the end of it. Things get worse at lunch. The cafeteria is a huge room packed with kids and noise. Tables are crammed together and the air smells like fries, pizza, and spilled juice. There's shouting, laughing, and trays clattering as kids grab their food. Mia gets her lunch, a plain sandwich, an apple, and a milk carton. She looks around for a place to sit, but every table feels full. Groups of friends are joking and sharing chips. Nobody waves her over. Nobody says, "Hey, sit with us." So Mia picks a small table in the corner, far from the crowd. She sits alone, her backpack on the chair next to her like a wall. Mia takes a bite of her sandwich, trying to act normal. She's used to being on her own, but it still feels heavy, like a rock in her stomach. She's hopping to eat in peace to just get through the day. But peace, not today. Kaylee and her crew are watching from across the cafeteria. They're at a big table, surrounded by other popular kids. Their trays are full of fancy snacks, cookies, soda, stuff they brought from home. Kaylee's holding court, laughing loud, making sure everyone knows she's in charge. Then her eyes land on Mia again. That sharp smile comes back like a cat about to pounce. Kaylee stands up, her tray in her hands. Her friends follow, their sneakers squeaking as they cross the cafeteria. Kids turn to watch, sensing something's about to happen. Mia sees them coming, but she doesn't move. She just keeps picking at her sandwich, her face calm. Kaylee stops right at Mia's table, her crew behind her like a wall. The cafeteria gets quieter, like everyone's holding their breath. "Hey, new girl," Kaylee says, leaning in close. Her voice is loud, so everyone nearby can hear. "This isn't your spot. Move." Mia looks up, her eyes steady. She doesn't flinch, even though Kaylee's so close Mia can smell her bubble gum. "I'm fine here," Mia says. Her voice is soft, but it's not shaky. It's like she's saying, "I'm not scared of you." Kaylee's smile twists into something meaner. She wasn't expecting Mia to talk back even quietly. Her friends shift, waiting to see what she'll do. Kaylee laughs, but it's not a happy laugh, it's cold. Oh, you'll learn how things work around here, she says. Then, quick as a flash, she reaches out and flicks Mia's apple off her tray. The apple hits the floor with a thud and rolls away, leaving a trail of giggles from Kaylee's crew. The cafeteria explodes with laughter. Kids at nearby tables point and whisper, their eyes bouncing between Mia and Kaylee. Mia's apple stops under a chair, bruised and dirty. Her cheeks burn again, hotter this time. She stares at her tray, her sandwich half-eaten. Her fingers curl around the edge of the tray, gripping it tight. You can almost hear her heart pounding. But Mia doesn't cry, she doesn't yell, she doesn't even stand up. She just sits there, her face blank like a mask. Why isn't she fighting back? What's going on in her head? Is she scared or is something else happening? Don't change the channel, you're gonna want to see what's coming. Inside, Mia's not as calm as she looks. Her heart's racing and her mind's spinning. She's thinking about Kaylee's words, about that apple on the floor, about all the kids laughing. It hurts like a punch to the stomach. But Mia, been through tough stuff before. She knows how to keep her cool, how to lock her feelings away. She's not weak, not even a little. There's a fire inside her, growing hotter every second. It's not about anger, it's about strength. Mia's choosing her moment like a chess player waiting for the perfect move. What's her plan? Oh, it's big, it's gonna surprise everyone. Kaylee doesn't know any of this. She thinks she's won. She tosses her hair again and struts back to her table, her crew trailing behind. They're high-fiving, acting like they just did something amazing. The other kids go back to their lunches, but some keep sneaking glances at Mia. They're wondering what she'll do next. Will she run away? Will she cry? Or is there something else coming, something nobody expects? Mia picks up her milk carton and takes a sip, slow and steady. Her hands aren't shaking, even though her heart's still thumping. She looks at the spot where her apple fell, but she doesn't go get it. Instead, she finishes her sandwich, bite by bite. It's like she's saying, "You didn't break me." And she's right, Kaylee didn't break her, not even close. Mia's stronger than anyone knows. There's something inside her, something powerful, waiting to come out. What is it? Why's she so calm when everyone's laughing at her? You're gonna love finding out. The lunch bell rings and the cafeteria bursts into motion. Kids grab their trays and rush for the doors, shouting and shoving. Mia stands up, slow and careful. She slings her backpack over her shoulder and walks out, her head high. Nobody notices the way her eyes shine, like she's got a secret plan. Nobody sees the tiny smile tugging at her lips. Kaylee thinks she's in charge, but Mia's not playing her game. Not yet. Something's building, something huge. What's Mia gonna do next? How's she gonna handle Kaylee? Keep watching, because this story about to get even crazier. Days go by at Riverside High and things don't get easier for Mia. Kaylee, the mean girl who runs the popular crowd, doesn't stop picking on her. Not even a little. It's like Kaylee's made it her job to make Mia's life hard. In the hallways, where kids rush and lockers bang, Kaylee finds ways to mess with Mia. She'll walk right into her, pretending it's an accident, and bump Mia's shoulder hard. "Oops, didn't see you there," Kaylee says with a fake smile, but her eyes are cold. Sometimes Mia's books slip from her hands and scatter on the floor. Kaylee's friends laugh as Mia bends down to pick them up, her cheeks pink. Kids passing by stare and some giggle. It's embarrassing, but Mia doesn't yell or cry. She just grabs her books, stands up, and keeps walking. Why doesn't she fight back? What's she waiting for? You'll see, it's gonna be awesome. Kaylee doesn't stop with bumps in the hall. She spreads stories about Mia, mean ones. She whispers to her crew loud enough for others to hear, that new girl's so weird, she's boring, she's weak. The words float around the school like a bad smell. Other kids pick up on it. They start pointing at Mia when she walks by, whispering behind their hands. That's the weird girl, they say. She doesn't talk to anyone. Mia hears it all. Her ears catch every word, even when she's trying to focus on her math homework or her lunch. It stings like a bee buzzing in her heart, but Mia doesn't let it show. She keeps her face calm, her eyes sharp. She watches everyone, Kaylee, her crew, the kids who whisper. She listens, and she stays quiet. It's like she's collecting all those mean moments, saving them for something big. What's her plan? Hang on, because it's coming. Here's the thing about Mia. She's got a secret, a super cool one. Every night when school's done and most kids are playing video games or watching TV, Mia does something different. She grabs her backpack and walks across town to an old gym. It's not a fancy place, not like the shiny ones with bright lights. This gym is small, with creaky floors and walls that smell like sweat and rubber mats. It's quiet except for one sound, thud, thud, thud. That, Mia kicking a big punching bag. She's not just kicking though, she's a Taekwondo master. Her legs move so fast, they're like lightning bolts. She spins and it's a blur like a tornado. Mia's been training since she was 5 years old, when most kids were playing tag or building forts. She's earned black belts, yup, more than one. Her kicks are strong enough to break boards in half. Nobody at school knows this. Not Kaylee, not her crew, not even the teachers. Mia's secret makes her special, but she's keeping it hidden. Why? You'll find out soon. At school, Mia starts to notice something else. Kaylee and her friends aren't just mean to her, they pick on other kids too. One day, Mia's in the cafeteria, sitting alone like usual. She sees a shy boy named Tim walking by with his backpack. Tim's small, with messy hair, and he keeps his head down. Kaylee's crew spots him. One of them, a tall kid with a loud laugh, grabs Tim's backpack and tosses it into a trash can. The bag lands with a thunk, papers spilling out. The kids laugh and Tim's face turns red. He tries to fish it out, but Kaylee says, "Aw, look, he's digging for treasure." Her crew cracks up and Tim looks like he wants to disappear. Mia watches from her table, her sandwich forgotten. Her jaw gets tight like she's biting back something. Then there's Sarah, a girl with big glasses who sits near Mia in English class. Sarah's nice but quiet, always reading books. One day, Kaylee's crew walks by Sarah in the hall. She's carrying a stack of library books and Kaylee accidentally bumps her. The books tumble to the floor, pages flapping. "Nice glasses, nerd," Kaylee says, smirking. Her friends giggle as Sarah scrambles to pick up her stuff, her glasses slipping down her nose. Mia's nearby, heading to class. She sees it all. Her hands curl into fists just for a second. She's not just thinking about herself anymore. Kaylee's hurting other kids, kids who don't deserve it. Mia's heart beats faster. She's starting to feel like she needs to do something, not just for her, but for Tim, for Sarah, for everyone. What's she gonna do? It's gonna be big, I promise. Things really heat up in gym class one day. The gym's a huge room with shiny wooden floors and basketball hoops. It smells like sneakers and dust. The teacher, Coach Mike, blows his whistle and says, "We're playing dodgeball today." Kids cheer. Dodgeball's a big deal. Coach splits everyone into teams, but Kaylee acts like she's in charge. She picks her team fast, grabbing her crew and the strongest kids. Mia's left standing with the last few, and Kaylee looks at her with a mean grin. Don't worry, new girl, she says, her voice dripping with fake sweetness. You can stand in the back and try not to get hit. Her friends laugh and even some other kids smirk. Mia doesn't say anything. She just walks to the back of her team, her face blank, but her eyes, they're sharp like she's ready for something. The game starts and it's wild. Red dodgeballs fly everywhere, bouncing off walls and kids. Kids shout and run, diving to avoid getting hit. Kaylee's team is good, she's throwing hard, aiming for anyone who looks weak. Mia's team is struggling and kids are getting out fast. But Mia, she's different. She moves fast, like crazy fast. A ball comes at her and she ducks just in time. Another one zooms by and she twists her body, letting it sail past. Someone throws two balls at once and Mia jumps, spinning in the air like a dancer. The balls miss her completely. Kids on both teams start to notice. They're like, whoa, how'd she do that? Kaylee's throwing now, aiming right at Mia. She chucks a ball hard, thinking it'll smack Mia out. But Mia slides to the side, smooth as water, and the ball hits the wall instead. Kaylee's eyes get narrow. She's not laughing anymore. Lucky, she mutters, loud enough for her team to hear. Her friends nod, but they're not so sure. Mia's not out yet, even when everyone else on her team is gone. She's still in, dodging every ball like it's no big deal. Coach Mike blows his whistle to end the game and Mia's team loses, but kids are whispering. Did you see the new girl? They say. She's fast. Kaylee hears it and her face gets tight. She doesn't like it, not one bit. Was it luck, like she said, or is Mia hiding something huge? Something that could change everything? Don't go anywhere because this story's getting wilder. Mia doesn't say a word about the game. She grabs her water bottle and heads to the locker room with everyone else. But inside, she's thinking. She's thinking about Kaylee's sneer, about Tim's backpack in the trash, about Sarah's books on the floor. She's thinking about all the mean stuff happening at Riverside High. And she's thinking about her training, about those kicks in the gym, about the strength she's been building for years. Mia's not just fighting for herself anymore. She's starting to feel like she's fighting for something bigger. What's she gonna do next? How's she gonna show everyone who she really is? You're gonna love finding out. Just keep watching. It's Friday at Riverside High and the whole school's buzzing with excitement. There's a huge pep rally in the gym today and everyone's there, every single kid, teacher, and even the janitors. The gym's packed, with kids squished together on the bleachers, cheering loud for the football team. The air smells like popcorn and sweat, and music blasts from big speakers. Banners hang on the walls saying "Go Tigers" in bright orange letters. Everyone's hyped, clapping and stomping their feet so the floor shakes. Kaylee, the mean girl who's been picking on Mia, is right up front. She's standing with her crew, waving to the crowd like she's a movie star. Her blonde hair bounces and her smile's huge. She loves the attention. Everyone's looking at her just the way she likes it. Mia's there too, but she's not up front. Nope, she's way back in the bleachers, sitting quietly. Her dark hair's tied in her usual ponytail and she's wearing her faded hoodie. To most kids, she's invisible, blending in with the crowd. Nobody's cheering for her or calling her name, but Mia's okay with that. She's watching everything: Kaylee, the football players, the cheerleaders flipping in the air. Her eyes are sharp, like she's ready for something. What's she thinking? Is she nervous? Or is something big about to happen? And keep your eyes on Mia, because this is where the story gets wild. The pep rally's awesome, with kids shouting and the band playing loud. The football team runs out and everyone goes crazy. Kaylee's screaming the loudest, jumping up and down. Mia just sits, her hands in her lap, calm as can be. The rally goes on for a while, speeches, cheers, even a silly dance contest. But when it's over, kids start spilling out of the gym, laughing and talking. Mia gets up to leave, her backpack over one shoulder. She's heading for the locker room to grab her stuff before going home. The halls are noisy, but the locker room's quiet. It's empty, with rows of green lockers and benches. The air smells like shampoo and gym socks. Mia's alone, or so she thinks. She doesn't know Kaylee's been watching her. Kaylee's not done with Mia, not even close. She's still mad about that dodgeball game where Mia moved so fast and made her look silly. Kaylee doesn't like anyone stealing her spotlight, especially not the new girl. So when she sees Mia head to the locker room, Kaylee gets an idea. A mean one. She whispers to her crew, those kids who follow her everywhere, and they nod, their eyes gleaming. They sneak after Mia, quiet as cats. Mia's at her locker, pulling out her jacket when she hears footsteps. She turns and there's Kaylee standing in the doorway, her crew's behind her, blocking the exit so Mia can't leave. Oh, this doesn't look good. Kaylee steps closer, her hands on her hips. Her smile's gone, replaced by a hard stare. You think you're tough, new girl, she snaps. Her voice is loud in the quiet room, bouncing off the lockers. You think you can just walk around here like you're something special. Let's see how tough you are now. She steps forward and shoves Mia hard right in the chest. It's a big push, the kind that's supposed to make someone stumble or fall. And Kaylee's crew laughs, expecting Mia to crumble, to look scared, to maybe even cry. They're ready for a show with Kaylee as the star. But Mia doesn't crumble, not even a little. She catches her balance quick as a blink and stands tall. Her backpack slides to the floor, but she doesn't look at it. Her eyes lock onto Kaylee's, steady and strong. There's no fear in them, not one bit. The locker room feels smaller now, like the air getting thick. You don't want to do this, Mia says. Her voice is low, not loud, but it's clear. It's like she's warning Kaylee, giving her a chance to back off. Mia's not shaking or backing away. She's just standing there, ready. Kaylee's not used to this. Nobody talks back to her, especially not the quiet new girl. Her face twists and she laughs, a sharp, mean laugh. Oh, I really do, she says. She's mad now, her cheeks red. She swings her fist, aiming right for Mia's shoulder. It's a fast punch and her crew gasps, thinking Mia's about to get hit hard. They lean forward, eyes wide, waiting for Mia to fall. And that's when it happens, the moment everything changes. Mia moves like a shadow, so fast you'd miss it if you blinked. Her arm comes up, quick as a snap, and blocks Kaylee's punch. It's like Mia knew it was coming. Kaylee's fist doesn't even touch her, it just stops, caught by Mia's hand. Kaylee's eyes go wide, like she can't believe it. Before she can try again, Mia spins. Her leg sweeps low, not to hurt, but to surprise. It's a smooth move, like a dance, and Kaylee's not ready. She stumbles backward, her sneakers squeaking loud on the floor. She catches herself against a locker, gasping, her hair messy now. The crew freezes, their mouths hanging open like fish. Nobody moves, nobody laughs. The locker room's so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Mia stands straight again, her hands at her sides. She's not smiling, but she's not scared either. Her eyes are still on Kaylee, calm and strong. She didn't hit anyone, she didn't need to. Her moves said everything. I'm not who you think I am. Kaylee's breathing hard, her face pale. She's never looked like this before, small, unsure. Her crew doesn't know what to do. They're just staring like they're seeing Mia for the first time. Who are you? Kaylee stammers. She's backing up now, her voice shaky. She's not the queen bee anymore, not in this moment. She's just a kid who pushed too far. Mia takes a slow breath, her ponytail swaying. I'm Mia Carter, she says, her voice clear. And I'm done with your games. That's it, no yelling, no bragging, just those words, but they hit like a thunderclap. Kaylee blinks like she's waking up from a dream. Her crew shifts, looking at each other, unsure. Mia picks up her backpack, slings it over her shoulder, and walks toward the door. The crew parts, letting her through without a word. She doesn't look back. The locker room stays quiet as her footsteps fade. By Monday, the whole school's talking. Kids can't stop whispering about what happened. Someone was outside the locker room, peeking through the door, and they saw it all. The story spreads like wildfire. Mia didn't just stand up to Kaylee, she stopped her with moves like something from a movie. Kids in the halls are buzzing, saying, "Did you hear about the new girl? She's a Taekwondo master." Someone even finds a video online, an old one from a tournament. It's Mia years ago breaking wooden boards with one kick. Her leg snaps like lightning and the boards split clean in half. The video's blowing up with tons of views by lunch. Kids crowd around their phones, watching it over and over, their eyes huge. Mia didn't throw a single punch in that locker room. She didn't need to. Her Taekwondo moves were enough, fast, strong, and super cool. The school's different now. Kids aren't just talking about Kaylee anymore. They're talking about Mia, the quiet girl who turned everything upside down. What's gonna happen next? How's Kaylee gonna act now? And what about Mia? She's not hiding anymore, but there's more to her story. Stick around, because this is just the start of something huge. After the big showdown in the locker room, things at Riverside High change fast. Kaylee's not the queen bee anymore. Her mean tricks and loud laughs don't scare anyone now. The principal hears about what happened, how Kaylee tried to bully Mia and got shown up. He calls Kaylee to his office on Monday morning. Kids whisper in the halls, watching her walk by with her head down. The principal's not happy. He tells Kaylee she broke the school rules by being mean and starting trouble. Her punishment: she's suspended for a whole week. That means no school, no hanging with her crew, no showing off. When Kaylee comes back, she's quiet, not strutting around like before. Her reign is over, done for good. Kaylee's crew, the kids who always followed her, don't know what to do without her. They're scared to mess with Mia now. They saw how fast she moved, how strong she was. Nobody wants to be the next one stumbling like Kaylee did. The crew splits up, blending back into the school like regular kids. They don't bump people in the halls or laugh at anyone anymore. It's like Mia's strength changed them too. The other kids at school, they're acting different now. Mia's not the invisible new girl anymore. She's someone special. Tim, the shy boy who got his backpack tossed in the trash, finds Mia at lunch one day. He's nervous, his hands fidgeting. Mia, he says, his voice small. Thanks for standing up to Kaylee. It helped me. Mia smiles just a little and says, no problem. Tim's face lights up like he's not so scared anymore. Then there's Sarah, the girl with glasses who got laughed at. Now she sees Mia sitting alone in the cafeteria and walks over. "Can I sit here?" she asks. Mia nods, and just like that, they're eating together, talking about books and classes. Mia's got friends now, real ones who like her for who she is. She's not a shadow, she's a hero. Mia doesn't act big or brag about what happened. She doesn't need to. She's still the same Mia, quiet, with her ponytail and faded hoodie. She keeps studying for her classes, doing her math homework, reading her books. And every night she still goes to that old gym across town, kicking the punching bag with her fast Taekwondo moves. But now when she walks through the school halls, things are different. Kids don't whisper mean things or point. Instead, heads turn and kids smile. Some say, "Hey, Mia." Or give her a nod. It's not sneers they're giving her, it's respect. They know she's strong, not just in her kicks, but in her heart. Something super cool happens next. The school starts a martial arts club, and guess who's teaching? Yup, Mia. Kids line up to join, excited to learn from her. The gym gets noisy again, but it's a good kind of noisy. Kids laughing, trying kicks, and cheering each other on. Mia shows them how to move like she does, with fast spins and strong steps. But she teaches them more than just fighting moves. She tells them to stand tall even when they're scared. She says to be kind, not mean. And she tells them never to judge someone by how they look, because you never know who they really are. The kids listen, their eyes big, and they try their best to be like Mia. Mia's not just a student now, she's a leader. The school feels happier, safer. Kids like Tim and Sarah walk with their heads higher. Nobody's afraid of bullies anymore, because Mia showed everyone that being strong means being good. And that's how justice happened at Riverside High, not with fights, but with courage and kindness. Wow, that was Mia Carter's story. She was the quiet new girl nobody noticed, but she turned out to be super strong. Mia showed everyone that you don't need to be loud to be awesome. Sometimes the kids who seem shy or different are the ones who can change everything. So next time you see someone new at school, don't judge them. Be kind instead. They might have a cool secret, like Mia's Taekwondo kicks, just waiting to shine. What did you think of this story? Tell me in the comments, would you try Taekwondo like Mia? If her adventure made you smile or cheer, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. Keep being amazing, and I'll see you for the next fun story.